What's up, guys? I'm outside. I just did one walk and one run. I mean, half of the way run, and then I came over here to do the video because I didn't had enough time. It was about to get dark, and since I was helping my mom, her finger is not good. Something's wrong with her finger. She can't cut the potatoes, and she can't cut right the stuff fast. So she asked me for that favor. So I said, "Yeah, mom." So I cut the carrots and I cut the potatoes. And it was good to go. Put it in the meat, and I was like, all right, let's go. So this is JesusOrtizDiary number 7. Where did we stay at? Oh yeah, when I was at the immigration, and I stayed there for a whole hour. They asked me, hey, so what are you doing here? And I asked them. I told them, no, I'm here because I had court day, and they gave me this permit, one permit time to come in and go to court and fix everything with my ex about my daughter, because she's been here for 3 years and I haven't seen her, so I'm fighting for her so I could see her so we could work something out, and we did. But and they asked me, and they were like, okay, let me see, and they fingerprint me, and they did everything. And then the funny thing is that all of them that worked there, they got jokes. I don't remember the jokes, guys, but they got jokes. They were being funny to each other, to all of the ones that were working in there. It was like 2 women, and then the other ones were old guys, but they were funny as hell. So I wasn't scared. I was maybe a little bit scared and timid, but they were just joking. They were putting jokes on me too, and putting jokes on each other. I was like, man, okay, this is not a bad hour that I'm here. And we went through everything. They checked in on the computer until they were like, all right, yeah, you're in it and everything, you know. You already went, you came back, so you had to go, right? And I was like, hey, man, I have a quick question, man. You know, this happened. I'm with my daughter. They took her to that place in Mexico where Interpol took them, and Interpol took her, and she was in there for like a whole week, where like they take them and they put them on a place where there are all kids in there. But she told us that they were treating her bad, and they touched her and they hit her and stuff like that, like the woman who was taking care of them. And I was like, what? And I was like, what? You know, my head still telling them that but can I go one more time? Can y'all stamp me and let me go one more time? I'll be up there in the morning all the way to 11 or 12, and then come back, and I'll be back home to Houston, because we're gonna try to sue them because of what happened, you know. And they somehow, somewhere, that's why I said God exists, some higher power out there, because there's a creator, there's a God out there. And they said, yeah, man, there's no problem. I know how you feel. Did they mess up with her and everything? That's not good, you know. Go ahead, yeah, we're gonna stamp you for one more day, you know. And I was like, damn. I was like, wow, that's good, you know, because I really needed to want to go one more day really early and try to go and do that, you know, try to go and sue them and spend the rest of the day with them, go out to eat and spend time with my daughter, you know, before I came back to Houston, until she came over here, you know, and spend the first time here in Houston. So I was like, all right. I didn't even have no words. I said I thanked them and everything. I was there for, I think it was an hour and a half in there inside with them and everything. They took my, like I said, fingerprints, paper. They checked out the computer and everything. Everything was good and gone. And I got the day. So when I got out and I was already in El Paso. I called my mom, and they were all worried. They're like, hey, we were calling you. What happened, you know? And I told them the story, and they were like, whoa, man, they thought, you know, the same thing as me, man. If something's gonna go wrong, they're just gonna say, hey, boom, go back to Mexico. I'm like, oh man, no. And I told them what happened. They were like, whoa, man, God bless, you know, nothing happened, everything went good. They understood you, and they still gave you one more day. And I told my mom what had happened and everything. She was crying and, you know, and pissed of what had happened, and I was pissed too. So I got to my hotel, and I called them back. I called Melina Ortiz grandma, my daughter. I called her grandma and said, hey, you know what, they gave me an extra day so I can go. And they said, you know what, we went. They said, I know that just in case you were not gonna come, we were pissed too. So we went over there to that place. We figured out where it was, and we try to go sue them. And you know what, we couldn't. They said that they were too late and she was already gone. And I was like, what? And they tried, and they said that place is hard to get sued and stuff. I'm like, man, I was pissed. Yes, I don't want to cuss today, you know. If I do cuss, it will be something small. But yeah, I was mad. I was really mad that didn't happen. I was pissed, but I was happy that I got to see my daughter, and that my daughter was out of that place, and that we had to live another day. And for her, it was gonna take time to get it together and get strong about it, because that's tough. What she went through in there, man. That's why that makes me stronger. That makes me just like, man, what she went through, knowing that it was my fault nor her fault, what we did together, that this shit happened. I was pissed, I'm like, man, I don't want none of that to happen again. No. I'm like, man, so that passed, and I'm like, we couldn't do anything, so they told me that next, they were gonna try again, so I was like, okay, let's forget it, I'm already here. They gave me another day, so what happened is, so we went out to eat. We went out to eat a buffet of a Mexican restaurant, and it was good. I had tacos, I had everything, but the most important thing was not the food. The most important thing was that I had time to spend with my daughter. That was the man. It was beautiful. It was a blessing of God, because like I said, there's a God out there, and He works in mysterious ways, but He works on it. And man, we out there, we eating, we having fun. We went to the stores, we walked, I bought her stuff that she needed, and I mean, time flies. So time flew. We went out to their house, knowing where she lives, where she's staying with grandma. And I had fun. I played with her and played and just until it got late, to 11:30, somewhere around there. I was like, okay, they feed me. I ate, and I was like, oh, I don't want to go. But we already had signed everything with the judge in Mexico. We had the paper signed, and when she was coming over here, the days I was staying here, the day she was gonna go over there, and the days that she was gonna come back. So I was like, oh man, all right. I was sad because I had to go. And I was like, man, my first time out of those 2-3 years that I hadn't seen her. So I was like, man, I don't want to go. I want to stay here. And like, fuck, my mind was going nuts. I was like, why go back? I'm like, nah, man, I have a life over here. All my life I've been work. I gotta make a future for her, work harder for her. Harder for her. Like I said, that's my story. That's my why. That's my purpose. Her and my mom. And I said, nah, man, I gotta go. So I just kissed her, gave her a hug. She was sad. I saw her. She was a little sad. She was trying to, again, trying to get to know me and stuff. So it was 1.5 days. So it was okay. So it ended up good. Kissed her and everything. Left. I went back to my hotel. And that day I left. I think, did I go back? I don't even remember. I think I left that day at night. Yeah, I went out, pick up my stuff. Yeah, I left that day at night. It was around 11:30, 12. Called my mom and said everything's done, everything's good. I'm going to go home already. Just keep in touch with you in the morning. I'm going to drive all the way back, because I drove from Houston to El Paso, and I had to drive from El Paso back to Houston. So boom, I was sad. I think I cried, and I was like, I didn't believe it, walking all the way to the hotel to get to my car. I didn't believe what had happened. I didn't believe anything. I didn't believe that thing was going to happen for me to go to Mexico, and all this thing happened, and then get an extra day. And that was beautiful, man. That was a bless. That was God working, man, right there, man. And I was happy to see my daughter, and super happy, And so when I drove, I think it was 12:30, and something happened. I drove all the way to 5 in the morning, 5:30, and then I heard buzz. And I was like, oh, what happened, my car? And so I kept on driving, and then poof, and one of my tires blew. One of my tires blew on my car when I had that car. Now I don't have a car, I have my SUV. But when I had that car, I was like, what? And so boom, I ran right through the corner. It was 5:30 in the morning, and it was only like trailers passing by. So I got out. I had everything. I had like flashlights and for the battery and everything. So I got out, all right, I'm gonna change the tire, I have an spare. So I couldn't get the little spares out. I mean, not the spares, the tire things, where you get that. I couldn't get them out. I'm like, this ain't hard. I did it once before, and I saw how they do it. I'm like, come on, what's going on? And you know what? The car that I had, that it was locked. So I needed a special thing to do it and lock it and do that, and I didn't have that. So I was like worrying and stuff. I'm like, how am I gonna get out of here? It's 5:30. There was like no connection on the phone or anything. Somehow I got connection. I called 911 and I told them what happened and that I was stuck here. I saw where I had stuck, so I told them where halfway I was stuck. And they were like, okay, we're gonna figure out somebody so they could call the sheriff and he could meet you there. So I waited and then nothing, and I called again and that phone didn't work this time. And I waited and I called again and they answered. I said, hey, I'm calling again because I'm stuck here and blah blah blah. They're like, okay, yeah, we find out where you were. Okay, we're gonna send somebody out there. So to like 8, I think, 5, 6, 6, 7:30 or 8, I think, 2 sheriffs came and I told them what happened and everything. They're like, okay, they tried to, and they're like, oh, okay, they couldn't do it either. So they knew that it was locked. It was a lock in my tire. So I was like, man, I know. So they knew who he was. So they called a wrecker. A wrecker came. He came fast. He did it quick. He put another tire. He put everything. Boom. And they charged me $125 to change that. To change one tire that blew up. The tire that blew up, they changed it for me. I'm like, whatever, let's pay it. I paid it and everything. I was like, I was tired already. I'm like waiting there. I was like, things that I didn't even know that I was gonna happen. So get out, sorry. It was a little bug. And so they did it. So I called my mom and I told them what happened and everything. Like, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine and everything. I'm on the road again. So I got to the little town. I stopped, I put gas, and I was tired. So I went and buy a big Monster and some donuts because I was like, I'm not hungry yet. And I ate that and ran and then left and drove. And man, I think an hour later, I was already falling asleep on the wheel, like really, really falling asleep. I was like, oh, hell no, I gotta stop. So I stopped at some places that it says right there, oh, in the next mile, you could go to picnic and then you can rest. So I stopped and I parked the car there. And I was like, I'm too tired. I just parked there. I left the car on with the air, a little bit of air, and I knocked out. I think only for maybe 45 minutes or an hour. I think I just knocked out. I'm like, okay, I'm ready. I was like, but I wasn't, man. I wasn't ready, man. I was tired. I mean, now I know that when you go somewhere, you gotta stay again one more day and rest and leave, so your body will be good. And I did, and I just finished over there, and I just got my car and left. I didn't rest again, so that was not good. That was not good, and with the tire and all that, but I was good and everything, so thank God everything happened at the good time, at a good place, They changed it. I know it was 2-3 hours that I waited, but everything was good, and I got home safe. Well, from there, I went driving, and like I said, I was tired, and I was just like, I just want to get home, and I think I stopped after a while, 2-3 hours, I stopped and ate, and I felt a little better, a little food in my stomach, and then I just drove home until I got there. Until I got home, and I was just, when I got home here in Houston, I was sad. I felt my body was not negative or positive. I was just feeling sad, like happy but sad, because I have seen her, and I was like, man, now I gotta wait, till she could come here and stay and still get it, to know me and stuff. I was like, man, I think those couple of days or weeks, a month, I think 1 or 2, I was pumped that I saw her and happy, and I said, I gotta work on my mind and work at this and try to be a better father and get it together for myself and for her. And so I did, man. It took me time, though. It took me time because I was sad. I just wanted, my head was like, I just want her here. I just want her here. I don't want her over there. So, end of the story. Everything went good. I went up there, stayed, saw her, spent another day. We tried to sue that place. Nothing happened. But the most important thing was that I saw her, and now she loves me. Now on this time now that she's seen me more and we spent more time with her, now she know who's daddy. Now she know who I am. I mean, she always been known, because since she were little, we were all together in Houston. But all those 2-3 years that passed, even though they're little, they're smart, and they'll be like, who's that? 2-3 years I haven't seen them, And now when I call her and everything, she's like, oh, she wants to see me on camera. Or she calls me, she's like, hey, I want to talk to Papi Chuy. She calls me like Jesus, they call us Chuy. She's like, I want to talk to Papi Chuy or Papi Jesus, I'm like, I'm happy. And just 2 days ago, I talked to her and everything. She's like, hey, Daddy, are you okay now? And I was like, what is she talking about? Because a couple of months. When she was here, what is in the month of January, I think it was the month of February, I think a week or 2 weeks before she left, 2-3 weeks, I hurt my back, and I hurt my back bad, and I couldn't walk. I barely could walk. It was like bad, really bad. So I had to like rest for a long time in bed, put ice cold, hot, cold, and try to move. I moved just like maybe from here to there, just a little bit, and it took me like 2-3 weeks to get good. And then after that, I still walk, and it was still hurting, but I had to exercise. It took me a couple of months, Now I'm good, but it still has that little pain in there that but I'm good. But at that time, those 2 days that I'm saying, she called me and she was like, "Hey Dad, how's your back doing? Are you okay now?" Ooh, man. She remembers. I was happy. That made me want to cry. I was like, man, that girl. And I was like, yeah, man, my back is fine now. I can carry you. And she was like, whoopee, Daddy can carry me now. And that's it. That's the only thing. Because she talks for a little bit, maybe 2, 3, 5 minutes. Unless she wants to talk a lot, she'll talk to me about 5, 10, 15 minutes. And that's perfect. I love that. Those little minutes that she wants to talk. And then she says, I love you and everything. Perfect. I'm happy with that, And now, I feel happy, and now that's what I'm doing. Now I'm working on it to be, like I said, a better father for her and a better figure for her. So that's why I'm working on myself, investing on myself, so I can push myself up there and do what I have to do, me, my dreams, so she could have something, and she's gonna decide what she wants to do, not me, she. Since she's 4 years old, she's gonna decide where she's gonna stay. Is she gonna want to stay in Mexico? Is she gonna stay here? But I just know that she's gonna go to school. She's from here, so she's gonna go to school here. But I want to push her. I want her to decide what she wants to do when she grows up. She's 4, so when she's like 8, 10, she's gonna realize, oh no, I want to spend more time with Daddy. I want to spend more with Mommy, and that's fine, But she's getting older, so this is the time for me to put on that grind, put on that hustle, on everything that I can, on everything that I love to do. So when that time comes, I'm like, okay, I'm good, I'm good with this, I'm good with that. I'm still working on stuff because we're not perfect, but I'm good, I'm like, my stuff that I'm working, the progress, the company, and sooner or later, like I said, I'll be up there speaking to the schools, I'll be up there speaking to the small companies from the bottom, other way maybe to the big companies too, and just let them know like what I'm going through, my life, what I'm struggling, that they can do it too, that even though I know they're struggling, I have a small company too, that there's nothing in the world that you can't quit, man. You cannot give up at all. So that's why I'm busting me, man. That's why I'm busting me right now. And I'm going to do it no matter what. Like I said, videos are going to come through right now, and trying to right now see who I can put in. I'm going to have not reviews, I'm going to have interviews. So I'm going to find out who really wants to be on camera, because not everybody likes being on camera and talking to. I do. I love it, man. I want to, because I'm branding myself. I'm branding Jesus Ortiz. I'm branding me for my company, Paul Bush Power Wash, and I'm branding me for myself, for the videos, for the passion that I got, the teaching that I want to do, that I'm already doing as a teacher, teaching little kids, 4-year-olds. But the teaching go beyond, speaking teaching, or whatever you want to call it. Teaching, speak teaching. Teaching for success, that's what I want to call it, be out there speaking to the kids at school, from whatever school grade they are to college. And the same with the companies, small companies to the startup, when they get, halfway to get to the top, but they're still small. But some of them are like, sometimes they feel like they can't do it anymore, and they don't have a way out, and they don't got somebody to, motivate their employees and stuff. I want to do that. I want to be there and telling them, hey, I'm like you, man. I have a small company. I'm barely growing. I don't have even a team yet. I'm about to grow a team, man. And you're already up there halfway, or you're the same way as me, or you're like a little bit higher. But we cannot give up in life, man. Remember that. I just want to get up there, pump them and motivate them, and tell them that every day what I do from the beginning, from where I wake up all the way to the end when I go to sleep, and for them to know that if I'm doing it, and I have that company, and they have the company, and I know they got a family in life, they can do it too. And they cannot give up at all, man. They cannot give up on the dreams no matter what. You cannot give up on your dreams no matter what. So remember that, man. Remember that. And I'm telling you, more videos are going to come right now. That was the main story. I was just telling you that main story of what had happened in between, what it made me hard, strong, for the purpose of and the why and my story of my daughter and my mom. that's for my daughter, you know. My mom is just because it's my mom, you know. But my daughter is my blood, you know. And what I'm struggling for, what I have struggled for 2-3 years that I didn't see her, you know how much that hurts for not seeing your daughter 2-3 years. Man, that's just wrong. But I'm still here. I'm still standing. I'm still breathing, and God's still here with us. So that's the best thing. So remember just to do the smallest thing every day, man. No matter what, don't stop doing them. God's watching. God is pushing you. Well, God is not pushing you. God is just giving you strength. God is giving you faith. You gotta push yourself out there and make it happen for yourself first, and invest on yourself first. Remember that. And there's gonna be more videos. I'm telling you, that was the core of my story of what I'm struggling, or what it meant to be my purpose and my mind, you know. But I just want to go through all my life. There was a time when I was an alcoholic, when I used to work as a waiter. I used to be an alcoholic, just like I said, drink from Sunday to Sunday. So I want to hit that spots too. I want to make some of the videos and say, you know, there's kids out there right now when they were my age, what, 18, 19, 20, and now they're doing the same thing. They're working as a waiter. And they're doing the same thing. They're drinking from Sunday to Sunday. I just want to go out there and let them know that, hey, man, that's not the right way. I went through it. I know I had a lot of fun, trust me. But I don't want them to do that, man. There's a lot of money you can make as a waiter, man. Invest it, man. Invest it on yourself first. Invest it on anything that you got to do, ideas, anything, man, that you want to do first. And you know them well, you got to make it happen, man. But yeah, guys, I'm telling you, I'm pumped every day. Right now, we're done with Jesus Ortiz Diary number 7. It's already dark. It's good. I like it. The weather's feeling good. Remember, follow your dreams, man, and do them no matter what. Go to town at any time and enjoy your journey. I'm always gonna say that, man. Enjoy your journey, man. Everything you do, enjoy it. Not the destination, but the journey. Everything you do, you wake up, do this. You exercise, you go spend time with your family, you spend time with your girlfriend, your husband. Enjoy it, man. Enjoy it, because you not know if tomorrow you're gonna wake up. Remember that. Am I right? So video, Jesus Ortiz Diary number 7 is done. Alright, so I'm telling you, more videos are coming too. Not only the videos, I'm gonna, like I said, interviews and tell you and more stories about what I have done through my whole life, going back and forth. Like I said, it's gonna be fun, right? So knowing my life, what I have done, what I'm doing, and then from what I'm doing right now to what I'll do, you know. And it's all good. Trust me, it's all good. I like it. I love it, my life. I'm happy every day, pumped up. Remember that. Thank God every day. Thank Him, because if it wasn't for Him, we would not be here. And we're still here, breathing. So if you're still breathing, you can make your dreams come true. All right? Jesus Ortiz Diary number 7. I'm out. Peace out. Take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful, Tuesday. All right. Bye-bye.